It worked. I love it. The rain, love it too. My pants love it. God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Nothing like a Florida review, baby. CJ here with another unbiased review for y'all. So honestly, it takes a lot to spend over $500 right now in the economy. But this $500 right here, I can say it's well spent. If it does the job it's supposed to. So let's see today on this unbiased review, we're going to be doing a review on the Predator, the Harbor Freight Special, $580 something. I think it was $589 when I purchased it. Plus taxes, it come out to $6 and a little bit. With their 2-year protection, you're running around $830. Honestly, I could have went without doing this, but I really wanted to see if it was worthwhile. I keep cutting down all these trees and doing all this work at different yards, and I'm paying for mulch. Why would I pay for mulch when all these trees I'm cutting down, I can mulch it myself? So let's see today what Harbor Freight got to offer. And remember, I bought this with my own money, so this is an unbiased review. You tell me what you think. OCJ Craft Time Collabo. Make sure y'all come check it out. Love it. So this is one of the loads that we are going to be using that wonderful wood chipper on. All right, everyone. So we got a Predator here. This is a 212cc chipper shredder. I did the original clipping of the box when I took it off the truck yesterday. Now we're about to see what's in this beautiful box. So the box is a solid wood crate with about 1/4 inch thick wood. Decent. It's held together nice. I don't see any damages. It looked like it held perfect in the transfer. That don't look like it's been used, hopefully. So here we go. We got a handle here. We got a booklet with its altitude kit for the carburetor stuff. We got a baggie, so that way we could catch a mulch. So let's lay them out. Let's get a little Predator box here. Let's lay them out, baby. So we got that. We got oh, that's the stand. This is the stand for the front of it. Then we got a bunch of kits here that came with the instructions. Voila. We got high altitude kit, high altitude kit. 2 different part number. We're not in high altitude. We're actually below sea level. We're in Florida. Hopefully, I don't think we need to use that. All right. We got a zip tie that seems to already been open here. Hopefully nobody used this. All right. So we got a zip tie that's already open. We got tires here, cardboard to protect everything. We got 1 tire, 2 tire. Come on, there she go. We got hardware kit. This looks like a spark plug tool. We got spacers on the hardware kit, or nope, those are rubber dampeners of some sort. All right. It says before use. Here you go, guys. So right here, before use, it says fill here, add gas stabilizer, add engine oil below that line. Does it tell you what kind of engine oil? We'll see. All right. So I guess you're going to have to pull apart this wonderful box that they built. So let's get smart. Let's get smart and remove this box. We'll be back after we get the machine out the box. I will pick up right. Hold on, before we leave off, one last thing that it has here. This is the handle. Right here. So we got a handle. We got some
That's the one.
hardware. I think that's it. Give me a few seconds and I pick up right after we get her out of this box. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the unbiased review. First, we gotta assemble this. Instructions is not the best, but it's not the worst. Okay, so here we go. For everything we're going to be needing today for this part of the assembly, which is the wheels and the stand, you would be needing a 13-inch metric wrench or socket. It fits the 13 that comes in there for the bolts that go to hold it down. And then for the wheels, it uses carter pins and 2 washers. So let's get started today, guys. Are you ready? Let's do this OCJ style. So we slide off the rubber band, get that off of there real quick. Slide off the rubber band, get that off of there real quick. We are going to do exactly what the diagram says. Slide on tires. Tires being that always make sure your air pump, where you pump the tires on the outside, that shows if you're doing it the right way or not. You gotta get past the where the brakes are. That's the brakes on it. You gotta get past where the brakes are. If you can't get past where the brakes are, that means you need to release those brakes. So remember that. Alright? Release the brakes, slide them all the way in, and then we're going to apply 2 washers. 2 washers, bam bam on the 2 sides. And then 2 carter pins. We're going to be securing our carter pins with pliers, which we're going to be using to bend the carter pins. Getting the pliers right now. Carter pins in, bird beak pliers here. We're just going to flip one of the carter pins up one way, flip the other one the opposite way. So that way the tires never get loose. Very important not to let the tires fall off while you're working, guys. So securing the tire is very, very, very important. There we go, guys. So once you have your carter pin secure, bent on there, locked in, tires are secure, then we can go ahead and switch to mounting the wonderful brace to hold it up. This is the stand for it, aka brace. So between the assembly goes the washer, then the dampener, then the brace. Then you slide the bolts through. So here we go. We have washers, position at all the right places, dampeners, just like that. So that's how it should be put together. And we are going to be sliding this right here, facing forward, just like that. That was my way. I think it was the easiest I could come up with to put this thing together. Just in case any of you guys at home are struggling, then you're going to be using a flat washer, lock-in washer, then your nut. So flat washer first. And you want to lock the ones to the back to stop the tilting from it. Once you lock those on there, it ain't going nowhere. Alright, guys? Get that on there real quick. I gave you a closer look at what's going on here. So now we're about to tighten up these suckers. I didn't use the impact. I decided to use my regular drill so that way I could hand tighten it once it's snug. I gave it, put it at 4. Let's bring it up to 7. And we got it on power 1, so that's high torque. Alright. That's about right to me. There we go. Nice and seated, not over tight. That way, you know, all of them are at the same tightness. So I did out a power 7, not too much torque on it. There we go. We got these nice and secure. The wheels are on there. So now we're going to be moving on to the next step, which is putting the handle on there. And the last 4 bolts today will be going for the handles right here. Nuts go on the inside, handle sits on the outside. The bolts go right through from outside in. So here we go. We got a nice handle here. Remove it off the wrapper. Perfect. The handle faces upward bend towards you. You want to go straight on. You want to slide your bolts through first to lock it in place. You could do all 4 of them before even, or at least 2 of them. I do the 2 outer ones. Take your nuts, lock them on. There we go. Take your nut, lock them on. And this is a different size nut today. This nut, I think, is going to be number 10. So anybody that's used to working on Toyotas, I know you got a 10. It's probably missing like mine always is. But that's the 10 right there. That's a 10. So you want to slide your hand in. Lock that 10 on there. Same for this side. I got big hands, guys. So. There we go. Just like that. That's the 4 of them. We could tighten those up together. There we go, guys. Quick tighten up. Lock it in. Same power strength 7. Lock that one in. Same again. 7. Perfect. To the other side. Do the same thing with this one. There we go. Make sure all of them are nice and tight and strong. There we go. Nice and tight and snug. Perfect. No movement. Nice good handle. Let's see what else we got to do today. Alright, so now we're going to be adding our oil. We got some 1030 oil right here. Using 1030 oil in here. This is the oil fill side right here. So we are currently using this dipstick, and we're going to be matching up with this diagram right here. You can see that you're not there already in here based on that screw. So you got to screw it all the way in the test, just like this. And it doesn't come with a full thing of oil. It has a little oil in there, but not much. See? And currently we're sitting at around this. The hardest part of this mission all day was to find this damn drain thing, but I found it. Now we're going to top up the oil inside of this machine here. Alright. Tapping a little up at a time. See where we at. Still need more. Get a little handy dandy cloth here. Clean up our mess as we go. I need a little light so we can see what's going on. Get a little light right here. Alright, we got some more filling to do, guys. Definitely needs more oil. Alright, I'm starting to see oil right there now. I think we might be in good standing, everyone. Let's see what happens. We're going to test with a little drain plug here. Here we go. All right there, not over full, right at the top. Perfect. Clean off our area that we're working with. Take that back out, see what we got. But perfect. And we're gonna put some fresh gas in her. And we are going to add some fresh, this some 93 gas too, guys, not no cheap gas. And we are gonna top this sucker up. We don't want to overfill it. Just in case it doesn't work, we just put a little gas in there. Let's see where that is. That's a decent amount of gas. Put a little bit more in there. All right. Take a look, see in there. Yeah, it's about half tank of gas. You don't like leaving gas in your machine. It's not smart to leave gas in your machine. And I advise you not to use E85 for you people. And it does use 10% ethanol, which is normal gas nowadays. You can barely find gas without ethanol unless you run a boat. Nobody ain't buying that unless they need to. So, for us to get this started, we switch to the on position. After we switch to the on position, we turn this to the on for the gas. And then we are going to put it on full choke for start. And I think that's it, everyone. All right, everyone, we're going to do the first start right here. Let me get you in a nice position so you can see what's going on. All right, here we go, guys. We got it in on position. We got the throttle, the gas is on, and we got it on start. And we are going to... run. Give it a chance for everything to work its way through. Okay. Give her a chance for her to run for a little bit. That's her at full run. We gotta let her run for about 30 hours before we can put any 3-inch pieces in. So we're gonna start off with just the branches over here, and then we will go to the bigger stuff. without rain. We haven't had rain in weeks. But anyway, the wood chipper worked. We got lots of wood chip, nice and fine and perfect the way I like it. I want to show you, take a close up of that wood chips, good quality. Oh my goodness, nice wood chip. But it's raining, so we're going to call it a pause right here. We pick up where we left off. That's how much of the pile we already got destroyed. It was good, it worked. I love it. The rain, love it too. My pants love it. God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Nothing like a Florida review, baby.